All right, we are joined here in the Infield Media Center. My name is Gary Camp with the Speedway. We have a bunch of special guests for a really great announcement today. Mark Rossi is our Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Dover International Speedway. Denny Hamlin, of course, the driver of the number 11 FedEx Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Alec Elbert, he's the Chief Strategy and Development Officer with Autism Speaks, and Artie Kempner. Artie has a really long title. This almost reads like a resume, Artie. Artie's the coordinating producer of NASCAR on Fox. He's the founding president of Autism Delaware, and he's an Autism Speaks board member. And the other cool bullet worth sharing is that Artie is going to be tomorrow's honorary starter for the race. How about that?
I'm excited.
Very excited. So Artie's going to wave the flag to get us kicked off tomorrow.
Wave the green flag.
Mark, I'll throw the first question to you. This is the 8th year of our relationship with Autism Speaks and the 4th year that FedEx has been on board as the entitlement partner for the event. Talk about what that relationship means and why it's so special for really all the players that are involved.
Wow, thanks, Denny. I feel like I should break into a song here. Gary, it's really a two-part question. Think back to 8 years ago. We thought about the idea of trying to make this race something special, something bigger than just a race. I call it a lighthouse event. Like when you think about something more than just, the race itself. And I reached out to Artie and we talked about it's Fox's last race of the year. Asked him about what can we do to make this program something that means more. And you look at it, and I was thinking more the lines of St. Jude or what they did with the Jimmy V Foundation. And Artie looked at me and said, "Did you ever think of autism?" And I'm embarrassed to say at that time I didn't know what autism was. I had no idea, never heard of it. It took a little bit of educating, and actually come to find out we had people on our staff. Actually, one of our senior officers had a child with autism, never knew it. So learned a lot about autism, seemed like a good idea. The big difference now, what it means, having FedEx come on board 4 years ago really provided us with the opportunity to achieve our goals. The stability and dedication of FedEx provided to the program, and through the guidance and leadership of Autism Speaks, we've really put together something that I don't know if it's ever been done in sports before. But with the Autism Speaks Day at the Races program we provide an environmentally controlled area for families on the spectrum to bring their families out to enjoy a NASCAR race, which is something many of them could not do up till now. We provide a platform to bring in experts in the field on autism and also dignitaries and politicians who are working to provide support for the affliction. And we also provide an opportunity for those families to come out here and enjoy themselves and have a great day and meet fantastic people like Denny, superstars in the sport, and that for them to get away and have a day where they can just have fun and enjoy. It's so much more than just, again, raising money and providing that opportunity as well. So it really is, it's a great experience, great opportunity, and all the credit goes to FedEx, Artie, and Autism Speaks for being able to help put this program together for us.
Denny, to dovetail into that, you have a special announcement about something you guys are going to be doing tomorrow during the nationwide race that's going to help the folks that are attending that program.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us, and to kind of go along with that hospitality area that he was talking about a little bit. So we're going to go up to the Toys R Us right down the street and load up a truck full of toys, and Autism Speaks and Toys R Us have had a partnership for a very long time, in coming up with some 10 toys or so that are specific for children with autism that help them with their, whether it be motor skills, things like that, or it really seems to help them. So we're going to load up a bunch of those toys tomorrow afternoon and then bring them over to the hospitality area here at Dover. So along with the entertainment of the racing and everything that's going to be going on, that the kids will get to take part in and watch in. They'll also have quite a few toys there to keep them occupied as well. So we're excited about that part, and once again, just proud to be with FedEx that does such great things for the community around here and nationally. That gives me an opportunity to really put my car out there and have autism on it. We did a similar thing like this with the March of Dimes not too long ago at Texas, and so FedEx really does a great job of allowing me to be the ambassador for these great organizations.
Speaking of your car, talk about that and what that thing looks like this weekend and how neat that is.
Yeah, really excited. They came up with doing a paint scheme with different puzzle pieces, and people were able to donate $11 to have their first and last initial on the race car. And with that, they were able to raise a little over $40,000 that will go to autism as well. So we're it's a big month for autism. This Autism Awareness Month, obviously, and it's just great to be partners with FedEx and Dover and Artie that do so much for that cause.
Great. Hey, Alec, why is the relationship with FedEx and an event like this so important to Autism Speaks?
FedEx is such an important partner to Autism Speaks in general. It takes these kinds of partnerships, not only those partnerships with FedEx, but also with Dover International Speedway, with Artie and with Fox and with Denny, the type of work that it takes to actually get our cause out there and to be working and getting awareness out, both from a global level, but also for the individual families. We're going to have 450 people at our program on Sunday morning, and FedEx delivering those Toys R Us toys to those individuals, to those families, means so much to us, and it really does take the entire community to support autism. So we really, thank FedEx, thank all the partners that we have here, Dover International Speedway and Toys R Us, for pulling off something like that and being such a great partner for us.
Great. Artie, you really, like Mark mentioned, you really brought this relationship together 8 years ago now. This is your home track. You live 45 minutes up the road. What's it mean to be attached to an event like this and to play such an important role in making this really all happen?
Well, I think the important role was played by the folks here at Dover, Mark and Dennis McGlynn, and you, Gary. You gave us the opportunity to partner up, to collaborate on something that was really well needed. First of all, an awareness campaign. And then from the awareness campaign, it's really led to a collaborative effort with FedEx now for 4 years. So we're doing the awareness component. We're able to kind of reach more people and gain understanding of autism, which is so important. And being a Delawarean, this event is close to my heart. These two races are really close to my heart here. And I'm so happy that we're able to bring everything together. It's been an 8-year process, which I can't believe has gone so fast, from what we did in year one to now having our autism sensory area, which provides that opportunity for families who love racing. There are a lot of kids on the spectrum who love to watch NASCAR. Whatever it is, whether it's the cars being the way they look, going around in a circle, there's a symmetry to it, and a lot of folks on the spectrum kind of they just get into that symmetry. So we've got a lot of NASCAR fans out there. It's great to put it all together, and for me to just be a part of this is a real honor.
Not to put you on the spot, waving the flag for a race, that's a bucket list item, I assume, that you've wanted. Have you ever done it before anywhere else?
I think it's like the coolest thing in the world to wave the flag. I was doing the California race about 5 years ago, and Angie Harmon and Jason Sehorn were the honorary flagmen. And Angie Harmon waved the green flag, and then my camera stayed with her. I don't know why they stayed with Angie Harmon, but the camera stayed with her, and she didn't come down. And she just kept on going crazy every time the car's on. I said, this must be the coolest thing. And I've talked to a couple of people that have done it, and they think it's the greatest thing in the world. So when you guys kind of, when it came up, I said, yeah, I would do that. And I, of course, had to clear it with my bosses because there is that little job that I do of directing the race on Fox. So I may miss the first 8 or 10 laps, all right? But it'll be unbelievable.
Very cool. We'll turn it over. Any questions from the media? Claire, do we have a mic? I could just repeat your question.
Well, for Denny, can you talk about how the sport has really thrown itself into this? I mean, all of the drivers across the sport, and even though you couldn't come to the golf tournament yesterday, guys were on your airplane and you sent them to the...
Denny, can you talk about the fact that across the whole sport there's participation in this, all the drivers, and you couldn't go to the golf tournament yesterday, but sent your airplane with people on it to go to the golf tournament. Talk about the participation.
Well, I think that a lot of what people don't understand is that a lot of families are affected by autism, and a lot of the NASCAR family. I mean, the Sadlers, McMurray, there's a lot of internal families that are really affected by autism, and so 9 times out of 10, you're going to know someone that is affected by it or a family member that is affected by it. So for us, it was a easy collaboration between myself and FedEx and Autism Speaks, but you know, the ratio of how many children are affected is heading in a direction we don't like to see, and so it costs these families a lot of money to have a child with autism, a lot of time, and so it's important for us to you know, keep with that cause. And I missed the golf tournament yesterday because that's probably my #1 passion behind being out here running 200 miles an hour. But it's you know, for me, it feels good to give back, and you know, this is all about awareness, because you know, 8 years ago, you know, Mark and these guys didn't even know about autism, and now look how in depth they are with it. So the word's getting out, and obviously when the word gets out and people are aware, we can come up with a solution.
You know, Claire, this community, this NASCAR community comes together greater than any other community, I think, in sports. I mean, there are a lot of good things that are going on in every sport, but nobody supports issues in the garage like the NASCAR community. I mean, Victory Junction Gang Camp, look at what the Petties have done and what has been raised and the awareness. And just last week, Martin Truex's catwalk event, that was fantastic. This racing community comes together because they are impacted by it in the garage. There's so many crew members out there. I mean, Trent Owens had a really great talk yesterday at our Drive for Autism event. We talked about his son Gray and the challenges that he goes through. And people like Denny, who are not directly impacted that, maybe they have some friends, they come together. I mean, Kevin Harvick was there yesterday. All these drivers are carrying puzzle pieces on their cars. You know, so the support is fantastic. So no matter who you are, you can really do something, and I think the drivers take that to heart.
Any other questions? Anybody? One last call. Mark doesn't have a question. He has a comment.
Artie, 8 years ago, what was the number of people? What was the number of people who were afflicted? One in?
Yeah, it was probably 1 in like 156 or something like that, and now the diagnosis is 1 in 68 children are going to be diagnosed with autism, and it really is. It's a national epidemic, and we don't understand why. And Autism Speaks is providing the resources to researchers to get out there and find the cause. This is not a disease, it's a disorder. It impacts different people in different ways. It's a spectrum disorder. And we've got to find the causal links, whether or not it's genetic, environmental, or most likely a combination thereof. But we can't do that without the support of the government, of the community, of everybody out there. And that's what NASCAR has done such a great job. These drivers have done a phenomenal job. FedEx has done a huge job in stepping forward, and Dover Downs has done an amazing job getting the awareness out.
All right, with that, we'll wrap it up. Thanks so much.
Hey, if you guys are still rolling,
One more quick thing.
if you're still rolling, this is Joey Principe. He is going to be the honorary starter tomorrow, along with you
Luke
guys
Bryan.
have some country western guy that's fine.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, Luke Bryan, that's right, Luke Bryan. But Joey Principe is going to be the guy tomorrow. It's on Sunday, giving drivers Start Your Engines, and he's a member of our Autism Delaware community, and we're so happy that he's going to be there.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. I just can't wait to see Luke Bryan. I'm so excited. Sorry. I'm not really conversating. I'm not really conversating.
He's great. Thank you, guys.
Good. Thanks.
Thanks, Artie.
Good job, Joey.